All right, folks. Game 1 against St. Louis Lady Cyclones. Storm win the face-off forward. Cyclones pick it up behind the blue line. We'll toss it out to the neutral zone. Look to send that back out. Rocky gets tipped back in. Piper throws it up. Bree pick the puck up. Cyclones will send it back across the neutral zone. Centering pass by Cyclones. Piper misplays the puck. Rocky, with speed, carries it into the zone. Looks to cut back across the middle. Back to Bree, and shot and score. Assist by Rocky, goal by Bree. Storm go up 1-0. Storm wearing their preferred blacks. St. Louis Lady Cyclones from the lime green. Hazel at the face-off dot. Hazel wins the puck back. Sends it over to Juju. Hazel picks it up. Throws it down in the offensive zone. Cyclones pick the puck up. Looks to take it out. We'll skate it in wide. Cyclones try to fire a shot on net. That throws in wide. They throw it in deep. Marianne down at the corner. Gwen will pick it up back behind the net. Look for a pass. Send it back the other direction, up and out, but picked up by the Cyclones defender. Look to break it out. Juju falls backwards. Gwen deflects that shot. Doesn't let him have it. Throws it up. And out of the zone. Cyclones will throw it back in, and they're offsides. 10:26 to go in the first period. Storm up 1-0. And we'll have a face-off back at center ice. No line change for the Storm. Face-off, one back. Trying to throws it back up to the neutral zone. Marianne picks up the puck, throws it in. Sorry, that's not... Oh, frozen by the player. Sorry, that's Juju, not Marianne. Marianne's on the other side. And we'll go back to the face-off. Hazel at the center dot. Hazel looks to win it backwards. Wins it back. Throws it up to Quinn. Quinn tries to keep it out. Quinn will check back. Marianne gets there. Good back check by Marianne. Throw it up into the neutral zone. Juju looks to pick that up. Battling for it. Hazel will step up. Back to Marianne. Over to Juju. And Cyclones will come out of that with the puck into the offensive zone. Battle on the boards. Thrown back out into the neutral zone. Cyclones will collect. Look to throw it back up the middle. Hazel steps up. Fucks that puck. And missed the puck in the neutral zone, but Hazel will throw it in. And we're offsides. Little discombobulated here in the neutral zone. Lots of puck back and forth. Storm with a line change. Rocky, Bree. Bree wins the puck forward. Picks up the puck. Looks to get it out from under her feet. Not quite able to. Sloan will look to pick up the puck. Throws it back in, and it's up off the sprinkler system, but we don't have a sprinkler deployment. So that'll be a face-off down in the offensive zone for the Storm. Line change on the defensive side would be Piper and Quinn with Rocky, Sloan, and Bree. It's all going to be good. Bree wins the face-off forward. Rocky with a shot on goal. Good save by the Cyclones goalie. Throws it back out. And they'll keep it in off the Cyclone player state. Rocky looking to cut it back, but not able to get through the Cyclones defender. And the Cyclones will clear the zone, but Bree able to pick it up right there at the blue line and works to drive it forward. Bree looks for the centering pass. Sloan tries to pick it up. And Piper disrupts, throws it back up to Rocky. We're back in attacking the offensive zone. Back out of the zone. Bree will pick the puck up. Look for a centering pass. Cyclones throw it all the way down. No icing. Quinn and Piper will talk. Piper will pick up the puck at the back of the net. Throws it back up to Sloan. Sloan tries to throw it out of the zone. Cyclones defender. They throw it back in. Quinn will get the puck up. Marianne, let's try and take the puck. Throws it out and across. Sloan will come off for a change. We go to the forecheck. Marianne picks up the puck off the center, gets it down into the zone. Storm will try to go to work here on the forecheck. Keep the puck deep. Hazel chasing across the net. Maddie picks up the puck in the defensive zone, tries to throw it out and across. Centering pass attempted by Cyclones. They'll throw it picked up. And we'll throw it back out of the zone. And Storm trying to pick the puck up there in the middle. Lang looking to skate with it. Tipped off of Hazel's stick. Back into the offensive zone. Hazel on the forecheck. Good containment. Giving ourselves an option. Forcing Cyclones the long way around. Cyclones playing to chip it out. Manages to chip it out. Too strong, and Storm will pick that up. Maddie will throw it back out of the neutral zone. And Hazel will get an opportunity to skate that in wide, and we have a trip. And Storm are going to go on the power play. 6:52 to go in the first period. Storm will go on the power play. We'll get a line change. We'll have Bree, Rocky, and Juju. And then Quinn and Piper on D for the start of the power play. Face off. He looks to an attack. Center back. Bree circles around. Throws it back in deep. All the way back out to Piper. Piper picks up the puck. Tries to throw it out, but not able to. It's disrupted. Piper picks it back up. Good back check by Piper. Bree tries to chip it up. Cyclones looking to just keep it out of the zone. Bree works to chip it around. Able to do so. Works to get the puck in. Piper steps up. Looks to throw that on net. It's deflected. Oh, not quite able to center it. Bree with another shot. Deflected by Rocky. Rocky just misses. A little bit of a scramble in front of the net. Storm doing a good job here to keep it in. Quinn not able to keep it in, but throws it and circles it back around, and we're going to be offsides. We'll get a line change. 41 seconds left to go on the power play. 6:03 in the first. Hazel at the face-off. Cyclones win it back, carried into the neutral zone. Look for the centering pass. Hazel disrupting. Cyclones will just throw it in deep. Maddie will go down and get the puck. And gets pushed off the puck a little bit. Storm trying to throw it just back up out of the zone here. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Maddie down there in the corner. St. Louis able to pick up the puck. And Storm will throw it down ice. And we are not going to get there. Marianne forechecking, but icing is waved off. Storm able to battle Hull. Hazel picks up the puck in the center, looking for the centering pass. Throws it back out high. Cyclones player there to pick up the puck. Looks to go the other direction. Finds a passing option. And good defensive skate there. And picked up by Hadley for the first shot on goal by the Cyclones. 4:58 in the first period. Defensive zone face-off coming for the Storm. Bree looks to win the puck forward. Thrown back the other direction. Shift back out by Quinn to Bree. Bree Looks to start moving the other direction. Loses the puck out in front of her just a little bit. And the Cyclones are coming back the other direction. Cyclones looking for a pass. Loses an edge over to 97. Tries to get one off, but Bree is there to block it on the forecheck. Into Quinn. Quinn chips it up to Rocky. Rocky looks to get around the skate. And no interference call. Gonna let him play. 97 throws it in, and that's a deflected puck, and Hadley will just freeze that off to the side of the net. And we'll get a line change. Face off, one backward by Hazel. Quinn picks it up, looks to throw it up and around the boards. Able to get it up. Shot towards net, deflected by Hazel. Piper, pressure. Hazel picks the puck up, takes it back around the net, looks to cut back up to the middle, but picked off by the Cyclones player. Cyclones get it out in front of the net. Puck is still loose. They're battling. And Storm able to clear it out from Hadley, giving Hadley a chance to reset. And the puck will clear the zone, and the Storm will put the pressure in. St. Louis will throw it back in net. We'll go back to work. Piper picks the puck up, throws it back up around to Marianne. Marianne looks to hit Hazel in the middle. Hazel off of her skate back to the Cyclones player, and Cyclones will cycle that back down in the middle. Marianne picks up the puck, throws it back up to Hazel, and Hazel takes off with some speed. She'll enter the zone towards the middle, skate around one, and fire, and goal! Goal by Hazel. Picks it up out of the back. Fires it high side over the glove as the Cyclones goaltender, and the Storm go up 2-0 with 3:12 left to go in the first period. Line change for the Storm. Bree wins the face-off forward. Thrown back to Olivia. Olivia throws it up to Bree. Bree tips the puck over to Sloan. Sloan throws it back in. Bree looks to pick up the puck. Cyclones player takes it. Looks to work down, gets it wide in the zone, but blocked by Natty. Natty keep pressuring, keeps coming through, and not quite able to get it all the way through. Get a favorable bounce off the ref's skate, and we'll take that. Centering pass to Rocky, not quite able to handle it. Rocky looks to try and get it, but loses the puck, and Cyclones will just throw this out of the zone. Look to get a reset. Olivia throws it up. Bree there to pick it up. Chips off the board into the neutral zone. Cyclones will do the same, throw it back in, and work to get it deep here. Cyclones skate the puck across the middle, but thrown out by Olivia and Rocky. An opportunity here, not quite able to get it, and Cyclones are off sides. We'll go back to center ice for the face-off. And we'll get a line change. Pays off one back. Piper throws the puck in off the boards. Cyclones will pick it up down deep. And we try to keep it in, not quite able to do so. Juju on the tip. Still battling in the neutral zone. Cyclones just throw it down the ice, and we're going to get an icing call. Puck will come back down into the offensive zone. Hazel at the dot. Hey, Cyclones win the puck forward, but battle on the board, and Hazel deflected centering pass. Marianne tries to get it, not quite able to, and it's thrown all the way down. Quinn not able to keep it in. Quinn and Piper racing, no icing since we're the one that threw it to the other end of the ice. Piper will pick it up around the net, look to throw it up. Tries to chip it around, not able to. Cyclones player picks off the puck, fires, deflects off Quinn. Quinn throws it back up around to Marianne. Marianne able to get it around the Cyclones defender and will pressure. Cyclones pick it up in the offensive zone. Almost kept in by Marianne. Good effort there. They'll try to throw it. Cyclones work to come back in the other direction. Cyclones carrying the puck, looking to get a shot off the side of the net, and stuck behind the net there. Quinn manages to battle and get it up and around to Juju. Hazel picks up the loose puck. Will look to pick up ahead of steam and skate it the other direction. Hazel still skating. Not able to get a shot off and throws the puck behind the net there. Pass looking. Another pass is centering opportunity. Good look by the Storm. Still trying to get the centering pass. Cyclone's doing a good job to clog the center there. And we'll pick it back up again. Hazel skates to the puck and has an opportunity. Oh, center pass not quite able to get there. Thrown back out by the Cyclones. And Storm able to keep it in. Maddie will keep it back down low as we work to get a line change. Thrown back around, and that's the end of the period. Sorry, that was Olivia who threw that down in. Oh, yeah. Storm are up 2-0. Second period. Bree looks to win the faceoff forward. And Rocky throws it down in deep. Juju on the forecheck looks for the centering pass. Not quite able to connect. Cyclones will look to pick it up. Bree turns. Fires off to the shin pad of the Cyclones defender into the corner. Rocky will go down to the forecheck. Battle to pick up the puck. Thrown out and able to be kept in by Maddie. Maddie throws it back in. And Olivia keeps it in, but Cyclones with an opportunity here, not able to connect on the pass across the center. And Storm with a strong back check. Gets messy. Rocky picks up the puck. Able to go with a head of steam. She'll get in and get around one defender. Cyclones coming in. And good save by the Cyclones defender on the breakaway. Closes the door, and we're battling for the puck back behind the net. Puck centered. Fired, one-timer by Bree, right into the center section of the Cyclones goalie. And we'll make a line change and go for a face-off in the offensive zone.
Sure, I'm going to cut that aside. I want one from the dot, hard.
And just out of the neutral zone, we'll swing it back down to Olivia. We get it back in, and Storm will throw it in deep. Go to work on the forecheck. Marianne pressuring, forces the turnover there. Strong on the stick, and she'll fire a shot right into the back of the Cyclones defender. We defend the red line. Great work by Maddie there. Hazel able to pick it up, going to skate it in. Fires a shot just wide of the net. And Olivia steps up on the bench, throws it back in off the Cyclones player, giving the Storm a chance. Cyclones looking to try and get number, but Olivia disrupting, able to hold the puck. They'll fire one wide of the net, off the bottom of the post. And Maddie able to pick the puck up. Maddie looking, chips it up off, but straight to the Cyclones player. And Cyclones will throw it into the middle, off the pad of Hadley, and deflected. Hazel with an opportunity, uses her speed, able to get around, and Cyclones defender able to keep her contained. Hazel looking for an option, skating to the center, tries to get a centering pass off, just floats through the center, and Sloan will pick that up and throw it back in towards the middle, and throws it back out. Piper able to throws it out and throws it back in. Battle at the blue line. Piper looking to push it forward. Cyclones come out. Throw back to Quinn. Quinn. Oh no. Quinn gives up the puck in 97 and flips it around. And misplayed by Quinn. Gives up a one-on-none on Hadley. Hadley just around the outside of her leg pad, and it's 2-1. $9:10 to go. Storm up 2-1. And I think we're sorting out a mouth guard question about who it belongs to. Storm win the puck forward, but they're offsides, and they'll try again. Apparently, we're going to go back to center ice. Cyclones win the puck forward, but Piper throws it in deep. And the Cyclones coming back the other direction. Bree picks the puck up off the stick. Will skate around. Piper cuts across, gets that puck up to Rocky. Rocky works to try and get it in across the blue line. Is able to do so. And Cyclones able to
That's when you're doing outside.
And we're back. I have no idea how long you haven't heard my beautiful voice, but Stormar on the forecheck down on the bottom. Bree working behind the net. Cyclones kick it back out, lose an edge. Storm able to keep it in, throw it back in deep. Cyclones throw it back around. Throw it back out. Bree chips it back in. Rocky to Bree. Bree cut across the middle. And take a shot. And center mass of the goalie. 7:16 left to go. Storm up 2-1. And we should be good, and we got a goal. In fairness, neither Sean nor I know what happened in that goal. So we'll encourage all of you to go back on the replay and figure it out. Because we were fixing mic issues at the time, and it took two of us to fix one mic.
No, I acknowledge that. Whatever battery I hooked it up to must not be charged.
We'll puck up. Juju will throw it back in. Cyclones try and clear off Juju's skate. And they're able to get it out of the zone, and Maddie will tip that over the side and work to keep them from getting an opportunity there. And Maddie battling, looking to try and get to Hazel. Cyclones look for a sending pass, but flings across the middle. They'll look for it again, not able to get there. And that's tipped over to Marianne. Marianne taking it wide, uses that speed and length that she's got. She'll cut back across the middle, looking for an opportunity. Cyclones goalie slides across the middle, able to keep it out of the back of the net. And they'll look to clear, but not able to do so. The Cyclones using their physicality to disrupt, and we're going to get a penalty on that one. The hit from behind is always going to earn you a trip to the penalty box on that side, and a secondary whistle. I'm not certain what that was for, but Juju heading to the box. So Storm will go on the penalty kill with 6:03 to go here, up 3-1. Bree at the face-off dot. And Cyclones try and get a shot off. It's wide of the net. Olivia looks to throw it up out of the zone. Tip back in. Piper picks up the puck, throws it high up off the glass, and it's going to be down. But they're going to wave off icing, and the Cyclones will pick that up before it gets to the red line. And try to throw it out. Not quite able to handle it. And Cyclones looking to go back the other direction. Not able to handle it. Rocky tips it back up out of the zone. And opportunity for the forecheck here in the neutral zone. And they'll throw it in deep. And Storm have time here with 53 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Lang throws it back up out of play. And Bree able to win that. She'll look to cut across the middle. She's got time and space. She's got to go the other direction. And there it is. Off the back iron. Short-handed goal by the Storm. It is now 4-1 the Storm with 40 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. So a short-handed goal by the Storm puts them up 4-1 with 5:12 to go. Bree and Rocky, and now we have Maddie and Quinn back on D. Bree looks to win the puck forward. Cyclones pick up that puck, look to throw it in. They'll throw it in deep, coming around the net. Quinn will come around the net, look to pick it up, throw it up, try and chip it back to the Storm. Quinn picks up the puck and finds Rocky. And chipped off of Bree up the center ice, and I think that was intentional by Quinn, but it worked. So we're out of the zone, but slightly offside with 4:45 to go and 12 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. So Piper and Quinn back on D, and Hazel and I believe Sloan out there on the wing, and they'll throw it in deep. And Cyclones will look to come the other direction. Throw it back into Piper. Piper picks it back up. We've killed off the penalty as Juju comes out of the box, and Marianne will hop on the ice. Hazel picks up the puck in the zone. Let's try and get it deep. Mishandled by the Cyclones player. Gives Hazel a backhand opportunity off the goalie's pad. Hazel working behind the net. Try and get it. Marianne out to the top. Centered across. Just not able to connect. And Hazel will work back to D. Quinn. Quinn will throw it back down deep into Hazel. Good work by the Storm here to possess the puck. Keep it deep in the zone and give themselves some more opportunity. Hazel looks for the cross pass, and Piper steps up and is able to skate in and fires one off the goalie's paddle. And she'll circle back around, and we have a penalty. Hazel hit from behind, similar to the call on Jutu. Everybody getting their retaliation in. Number 39 for the Cyclones will go on the penalty with 3:45 left to go in the second. Storm go on the power play. No line change for the Storm. Sloan looks to throw it into the center and pass. It's thrown down deep. Number 97 throws it up. Quinn starts to get across before he gets out of the zone, able to keep it in. Throws it back down in deep. Give her credit for a smart decision. And Marianne looks for the centering passes there and not able to control it. Sloan turns it back to Piper. Piper looks to fire one, not quite able to. Quinn, circle back around, and she'll toss it down in deep into the zone. Oh, just before the red line, and we're going to get an icing call. 54 seconds to go on the power play. That's what happens when you let a goalie play player. 3:09 to go.
Lines all the way up the wall. Look at the ice.
Bree, Rocky, and Juju out on the wing. Olivia and Maddie, and Bree able to win the faceoff, but loses it in the central ice, and Cyclones will skate back in, looking for a shorthanded shot off of the leg pad. Not able to get an opportunity on the second rebound. Out. Oh, tipped up and out of play, and we'll have a defensive zone faceoff. 36 seconds to go on the power play. And shot on net, deflected. Maddie looks to throw it back up to Cyclone player. Olivia will just fling that down the ice. Storm forgetting that they are still on the power play with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Forechecking. St. Louis looks to break the puck out, able to get it up the zone. Sloan steps up, keeps it in. And Rocky with a shot on goal and deflected and finished by Bree. Open back door. Goalie thought she had it, and it rolled out free, and Bree puts it in the back of the net, and the Storm go up 5-1. Bree has at least two. I don't know who had the other goal. I don't think Bree was on the ice.
She has three. Hazel has one.
Bree doesn't have. Bree has two. We only have scored 5. That one and that one. Was there a third one? Bree may or may not have a hat trick. We'll have to go to the scorer's table. Okay. And we
Hazel
are.
had the one, and then we missed.
And we don't.
Missed one. Hazel has one, so that's 4, and then we missed the one.
Okay. Well, there we go.
This could be likely Hazel.
Yeah, could be Hazel. Hazel on a brace. And a little bit messy. And St. Louis with the faceoff dot. Hazel wins the puck forward. Chips it up to herself and takes off. Looks at speed. Cyclones able to prevent that from going the other direction. Marianne will chip that back up. Hazel picks up the puck and takes it into the zone. She'll look to get across the middle. Able to do so. Cycles back around. Looks for a shot. And out the outside of the net. Steps up. Quinn throws that back down in deep and lets the Storm go back to work down deep. Juju picks the puck up down in the corner. Battles with the Cyclones player. Cyclones player to carry that up. But Piper steps up nicely and just offside. Hazel was working to scramble back. 5-1. 1:21 to go in the second period. Enjoy the graphics for this game. I will be running the camera for the next frame, and you will get zero graphics. I'll be calling out all the information you need. Rocky picks it up, took some speed off the side of the net. Still battling. Cyclones look to try and get it out. Bree able to pick that up, looks for the centering pass back across, but Cyclones able to pick that up and start going the other direction. Cyclones trying to get numbers. 97 carries it down in and picked up by Bree and not quite able to get it going. And she'll throw it in to keep it going. 45 seconds to go in the period. Maddie, tries to throw it back around the net. Tried to give Hadley a nice surprise, but Rocky's able to pick up out of the zone with speed. And round one defender. And defender does a good job poking that out. Rocky still battling behind the net. Bree there to support. Maddie will pick that up off the end. Throw it back down to Bree. Bree looking for the centering pass to Rocky. Just missed on the back door for Sloan. And just a little bit of a miss from Olivia, but she's back checking hard, and Maddie is there. And great back check by Bree. 10 seconds to go in the period. Centering pass by Cyclones. Not able to do anything with it. Sloan will clear that out of the zone, and that'll bring the period to an end. Storm up 5-1. Hazel out at center. Hazel wins the puck backwards. Piper picks that up. Look to throw it in deep so Storm can go on the forecheck. Cyclones will throw that back out of the zone. Piper's there. Throws it in. And Hazel looks to put pressure as the F1, but it's thrown back out by the Cyclones. Cyclones will throw it all the way down. Don't know if it's going to get there for icing, but it does. So the Storm are going to get an offensive zone face-off. Hazel looks to win the face-off backwards here. Throws it back, gets it to Sophie. Piper looks to fire up a shot. Oh, Marianne, it's deflected going through, but Marianne has a rebound opportunity. Not quite able to get it off the deflection. And Hazel. Quinn throws that back in. Hazel picks it up off the stick, but fires it off the goalie, and that's up and over the goal. Battle down there. Hazel and Marianne doing a great job. Hazel with a little bit of space. Oh, just missed by Sophie. Good opportunity. Piper steps up and pinches, and she's going to get an opportunity here to fire one, and it's off the goalie. And Cyclones are going the other direction. They've got numbers. It's 3-on-2. Good job by Storm there to take away the middle, and Sophie does a great job back-checking and filling in for where Piper was there, and Hazel gets an opportunity, and she'll have some speed. She's got Marianne across the middle if she can get her, and stops and goes the other direction, and tries to fire. Ooh, Marianne tries to take it out of the air. Just misses wide. Throws it back in. Great work by the Storm here on this shift. Hazel throws it back across the middle. Sophie will work to get there. And Cyclones able to clear it up out of the zone. And Glenn will pick that up in the defensive zone and throw it back up to Marianne. Marianne will chip it in. No ice. Get a little generous near the red line call. Cyclones. Oh, great effort by Sophie there. She's charging. Shot opportunity. Oh, good defense by Cyclones to get back in there. And Cyclones will tip it back out the other direction and look to pick up some speed. We've had a line change on the forward side. Bree picks up the puck across the zone. She'll split the defenders in the middle, looking for an opportunity, and bar down. 6-1 Storm, 9:38 to go. Bree's excitement on that one was palpable for anyone watching.
There'll be a conversation.
Bree wins the puck forward. Cyclones pick it up, throw it back the other direction. Olivia tries to handle it, sends it back in. And picked up by Maddie. Maddie will chip it back up into the busy zone up there. Rocky tries to battle it, but not quite able to. Cyclones throw it back in the zone, but we'll clear it down, and we're going to get a rolling puck, and that's not going to be icing. Player lost a stick to a KCIC door. Bree with the backhand, not quite able to get that much on that one. 9:03 to go. Storm up 6-1. And we'll get a line change. Hazel, Sloan, Marianne, Piper, and Quinn. We're still working on being ready when we come out of the gates. Hazel. Cyclones try and clear, but Hazel with the forecheck keeps it in. Lets her go back to work in front of the net. Hazel circles around and looks for an opportunity. Puck sitting out there loose. They will throw it up. Piper looks to step up. And Cyclones able to pick it up and are going the other direction. Cyclones with a little bit of number. Piper, great effort there to disrupt the zone entry. And Cyclones will be offsides. Cyclones battle at the blue line. Still battling at the blue line. Chips up to Hazel and tipped in by the Cyclones player. Quinn will pick that puck up down there in the zone and try and chip it up over out of the Cyclones player. Cyclones player looks for the centering pass and fires it in. Right at the net, but Hadley will freeze that out. Of 8:13 to go. Storm will get a line change. Bree able to win it forward, splits the D, looking for an option, fires at center mass to the goalie. Was looking for a second skater to pass that off to. Like that effort by Bree. Cyclones going back the other direction. We have some speed, but Bree on the back check the other way. Holds it in. Cyclones step up, looking for another opportunity. Not able to do anything with it. And it's chipped up. Cyclones will throw that back in deep. And Olivia picks up the puck and skates with some speed. Thrown back in by a Storm. Icing will be waved off. 7:30 to go. Cyclones take that with speed. Rocky on the forecheck. Cyclones will throw it back up out of the zone. Maddie picks up the puck. Chips it back up to Rocky. Cyclones disrupt. Bree picks up the puck with Simon space. Will fire one from distance. wide of the net. Sophie throws it back into the zone. Good job by Olivia to keep that in. Cyclones will pick that up and look to skate it out. Throw it up. Maddie picks up the puck in the neutral zone. We'll throw it over to Olivia. Look to find Bree in the neutral zone, just out of Bree's stick. Cyclones throw it back up. Bree splits the D. Fire one, and tipped up over the goalie by Rocky. Goalie got a piece of it and managed to keep it just wide. They'll throw it wide. Maddie will pinch and try to keep that in. And throw it back out. Hazel. And Cyclones are going to throw that down deep. Hadley's going to play that. And we're going to keep going. 6:18 to go in the third period. Storm up 6-1. Hazel challenges for the puck. Will skate the middle. Skates around one defender, and we have a trip. And Juju picks it up, and Marianne tries to throw it in the middle, but it's touched up by the Cyclones. So with 6:02 left to go in the third, the Storm will go on the power play, up 6-1. Hazel runs the puck back to Marianne. Marianne, fires one just wide of the net. Good shot by Marianne. Piper kicks that down to the middle. Marianne tries to one-timer, disrupted by the Cyclones. Turns and fires. Hazel picks up the puck, looks for the center impact to Juju. Not quite able to get there in time. Goalie does a good job coming out to block it, and Cyclones are working back the other direction. Piper steps up, disrupts the zone entry, and Hazel is able to go the other direction. Thrown into the zone. Cyclones able to try and get it out, but Hazel is there again. Good forecheck effort. Thrown back up out of the zone by the Cyclones and picked up by Sloan. Sloan tries to throw it back in. Keeps trying to find it. And chipped out of the zone by Hazel, and Hazel will start carrying the puck in with some speed. She throws it back across the middle to Marianne. Marianne just deflected wide, and Cyclones will throw this out of the zone, and we've got icing. It was a generous icing call, but we will take it. 4:55 to go, 23 seconds left on the power play. Storm will see if they can get one more goal here on this power play opportunity.
Keep pushing, Cyclones! Don't give up! Finish strong! Keep going!
Rocky. Puck back to Maddie. Maddie surveys, finds a centering pass to Bree. Bree able to stay with it. Fires, chipped off Rocky's stick up and high out of the net. Quinn is down there battling. Got a couple position changes here. Bree finding the net, and Quinn, tips it just wide. Rocky working behind the net low, looking to find a centering pass there. Up to Quinn. Quinn with a one-timer. Low to high. Goal for number 84, assist by Rocky Clements. Storm go up 7-1 with 4:23 to go. Bree at the faceoff dot. Bree wins it forward. Going back the other direction. Cyclones pick it up. Quinn back checks, able to get back in position to help out. And Rocky wins the puck forward. Looks to try and chip it around the Cyclones player. Cyclone player does a good job, get it back. Goes the other direction. Olivia will pick up down at the bottom of the ice and look to throw it high. Bree to the center. Going to Quinn. Quinn looks to throw it up to Bree. It's disrupted and saved by Hadley. And puck is still loose. Disrupted, not able to get a glove on it. Great effort there by the Storm defense to keep that out of the back of the net for Hadley. Going back up from the ice, and good job by Maddie here working to try and chip it around. Bree covers down on the back check, but Cyclones get it in, and easy save on the puck going wide of the net. 3:21 to go, and we're on a running clock. Storm up 7-1. If we can make the clock run faster, my feet would appreciate it. It is cold in the outdoor rink today, as it always is.
Those get more ready. Not too bad.
And Hazel wins puck. Will race through the neutral zone, carry that puck in wide, give herself time and space. She looks to fire a shot just high over the goal. Circles around the board. Typer does a great job, steps up and pinches. And Hazel throws it back out. Hazel, great job on the forecheck, has time and space, looking for the centering pass. Looking for the centering pass, low to high, and fired by Sophie. With a good opportunity. Marianne will pick that puck up, throw it back across the middle. Cyclones able to collect and escape the other direction. 2:20 to go here. Cyclones try to get zone entry, but good back check by Sophie. Throwing back around the net. Marianne battling at the blue line with the Cyclones player. Tips it back and around. And Cyclones will pick that up, look to try and take it for a skate. Marianne's there with a great forecheck. Takes the puck, finds the centering pass. Oh, Sophie works it back down to the corner. Keeps battling. Piper steps up and pinches, looks to fire one, tipped on net by Hazel, and frozen. 1:30 to go. Storm up 7-1.
Get aggressive! Let's go! Come on! Thank you. Finish strong!
Bree at the face-off dot. Bree wins it, tipped up.
Push
And
her!
around. And Bree will battle that down on the blue line. Tipped across by the Cyclones. Picked up by Olivia. She'll clear it with some speed. Throw it back up off the glass. Throw it out. Bree will try to trip that around the blue line. Cyclones player does a good job to hold that back and in. They look for a centering pass. Nobody there. And Olivia will throw it up. Bree to Rocky. Rocky carrying with speed into the zone. Has an opportunity here. Chipped off. Good defense by the Cyclones defender. 30 seconds to go. Rocky looking for a wraparound. Doesn't take the centering pass, but Cyclones pick that up. Throw it back out to Bree. Bree fires. It's there in the center, and we've got icing, but we are going to play it. Good job by Hadley. 10 seconds to go. And that's going to be your game. Cyclones looking to finish with something strong. Centering pass, soft backhander, and that is the game. Storm wins 7-1. We'll see you all in an hour at 3 o'clock.